You know our next guest from hit TV shows like This Is Us, Psych, and many others, but what you may not know is that he is also a stroke survivor.
And since May is Stroke Awareness Month and stroke is a known complication for some who contract COVID-19, we invited actor Timothy Omundson to share his experience, recovery, and how he's dealing with it all during the quarantine. Good morning.
Morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, good to see you. That's a strong beard.
Thank you. It's not as good as it used. It's a little grayer than it used to be.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
I get that. Trust me.
Hey, so Timothy, let's talk about when you had your stroke and where were you? What happened?
So it's a really glamorous story. I was standing in the men's room in an airport in Tampa, Florida, and I suddenly collapsed. Then what happened was I had a tear in my carotid artery, which eventually led to a blood clot, they think, that affected the right side of my brain, which then affects the left side. I was trying to screw a cap on a bottle of water, and my left hand wasn't working suddenly. So I experienced a paralysis and weakness in my left hand. And the next thing, and by the time I was thinking, oh, that's weird, my left leg collapsed out from under me, and I was on the floor.
So
with the guys yelling at me.
Yeah. So knowing the stroke warning signs can actually be the difference between life and death. What are some of the key ones?
The biggest one is a sudden paralysis on one side of your body, or a trouble speaking, loss of vision, excessive confusion. I mean, I'm confused a lot anyway, so. With me, it happened so quickly.
What are you supposed to do? So if you do feel those symptoms, just assume that you call 911 at that point? Yeah,
or tell someone you're having a stroke if you can, and say call 911 immediately. The faster you get, if you're having a clot, the faster you get to a hospital, the more the chances are of survival. But in my case, it wasn't. It happened so quickly, and I was really lucky that there was medical attention in the airport that got me straight to a great hospital in Florida.
Now, you had to go through physical therapy after that?
Yeah, so I've been doing physical therapy for 2 years. I was in a wheelchair for a long time. And there was a day when I still remember the day when I was cleared to be able to stand at the bathroom sink to brush my teeth.
And you know, Timothy, you're still young, but you were, I mean, relatively young for a stroke, no?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I was only 47 when it hit me. And I think the really important point is that young people have strokes all the time.
All right, so actually on This Is Us, you actually are playing yourself. You portray Gregory, a rehabilitating stroke survivor. Let's take a look at a clip, and then we'll talk after that.
Okay.
Hi. Hi, we haven't had a chance to introduce ourselves. We just moved in. So.
Could you please tell your husband to stop parking in the middle of the sidewalk?
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's just that we have the storage pod that we're unpacking, so his car doesn't fit, you know, in the driveway.
So park on the street before I start calling to have your car towed.
All right, grumpy.
What was it like being back on the set?
That's the amazing Chrissy Metz, by the way. It was exciting and kind of terrifying and really frustrating. Because one of the things is I used to have an ability to look at my lines once and just have them memorized. And I've been working for 25 years. So being on a set was really, everything was second nature to me. And suddenly I'm on a set, and my first day I had to walk across that lawn, which was, I have a hard enough time just walking across a flat floor. So it was really challenging to just be able to walk on this lawn. And I mean, the simple things you think of, like walking out the door and picking up your newspaper.
Timothy, have you heard through research or anything, like, you know, a lot of people's parents, if they pass from a stroke, then they're worried that they may also have issues with strokes. Is it something that's passed down?
Well, I mean, certainly I think cholesterol could be a big part of it, and high blood pressure are certainly key factors in them. Those weren't factors with me, but I tore my artery. I had a dissection of my carotid artery from a really strenuous workout, which I didn't realize until weeks later when I actually had the stroke.
Interesting.
Well, it could happen from high blood pressure because it weakens. It can weaken that arteries. All right. Well, Tim, best of luck and continued recovery. We hope it's speedy for you.
Thank you very much.
Really great to see you.
Thanks very much, guys.
Okay, bye.
Thank you very much. All right, thanks, guys.
For more information on the Center for Neuroskills, you can log on to neuroskills.com.